Hello everyone and welcome to this new YouTube video, and in today's video we're going to see how to use AI without losing your authenticity and how you can systemize yourself. So let's begin with a simple fact. 99% of AI content is absolute garbage. It's generic, soulless, and completely devoid of any unique perspective. But here's the counterintuitive truth. The problem isn't the AI tools, it's how people are using them. You see, there's a content counterfeiting crisis happening right now. Creators are turning themselves into prompt engineers instead of leveraging AI properly. They are delegating their thinking instead of just delegating execution. And the result is a sea of indistinguishable content that nobody remembers or cares about. That's why in this video, I will show you the exact 3-part framework I've developed after investing over 52K in courses and spending hundreds of hours building AI system. And this isn't just another prompt hack. It's a complete system for creating authentic, high-quality AI content that amplifies your voice instead of replacing it. So now, let me show you how to use AI as an amplifier and not a replacement. So, let's move on to part 1, the creator's dilemma. We first need to understand the fundamental problem. Most people are asking AI to think for them with generic prompts like generate ideas for my business, write me a thread about productivity, or create a newsletter about personal growth. And then they wonder why the results feel empty. Of course they do. And here's what most creators don't understand. In a world where everyone has access to the same AI tools, your unique perspective is the only moat you have left, and is the only thing that can't be replicated. But if you're not injecting your perspective into the system, then you're just creating the same content as everyone else. And there's a fundamental difference between using AI to help you think and using AI to help you execute. When you use AI to help you think, you're outsourcing the most valuable part of creation, your unique perspective. And when you use AI to help you execute, you're just leveraging technology while maintaining what makes you special. And this distinction changes everything about how you approach AI for content creation. So now let's move on to the 3-part framework. After years of experimentation, I developed a 3-part framework that solves this exact problem. And it's designed to systemize yourself with AI without losing your authenticity, true voice, or creativity. So now let me break down each component. The first component is having an example document. So this is a collection of your best work in a specific category. You want to create YouTube script, then you will save all of your most effective script. You want to create newsletters, then you will gather your best newsletters. And for Twitter threads, that's the same idea. This document gives AI concrete example of your style, structure, and approach. Without this, AI is just guessing what your content should look like. Most people skip this step entirely. They expect AI to understand their style without ever showing example. That's like hiring a ghostwriter who's never read your work. So now the second component is having an analysis document. This is where the magic will happen. The analysis document will break down the patterns in your example, like your unique voice characteristics, structural elements you consistently use, topic patterns and perspective angles, and linguistic fingerprints that make your content yours. This document becomes the map for all of your future content. It translates your intuitive style into explicit patterns the AI can follow. Without this analysis, you're hoping AI accidentally matches your style, and with it, you're giving AI a blueprint to follow. And lastly, the third component is the workflow document. So this is a step-by-step process for completing specific tasks. The goal of this document is to break down complex creative processes into sequential steps, like how you brainstorm ideas, how you structure content, how you edit and refine, how you format for publication, and all of that. This ensures consistency regardless of your energy level or motivation levels. Most people focus only on better prompts, but this system focuses on giving the AI better context. And without this free document as context, you're basically forcing AI to work with incomplete information. But with these documents, AI has a comprehensive understanding of your voice, style, and process. It's like having a team member who studied everything you've ever done. So now, part 3, to implement this inside Kortex. Because the best way to apply this workflow that I just showed you is to use Kortex. I've basically tried dozens of AI tools, but Kortex is the only one that makes this system seamless. Why? Because basically with Kortex, you have a second brain organization for all of your content, multiple AI models accessible from one interface, and you can link documents as context in any conversation. Other tools force you to copy-paste context or work within limited characters. Kortex lets you reference entire documents with a simple mention in the chat. And this is crucial for this workflow where context is basically everything. So using this system, I can create weeks of content in hours, not days, preserve my authentic voice across all platforms, maintain consistent quality even on low energy days, and focus my creative energy on developing unique perspectives. And my audience basically can't tell which content I wrote myself and which was created using this system, because it's all authentically me. The AI isn't replacing my voice, it's amplifying it. So now let's see the step-by-step implementation of this system. Let me walk you through exactly how to implement this workflow. First, I want you to start with one content type, for example, newsletter, friends, and stuff like that. Then I want you to create your examples document. You will collect 3 to 5 pieces of content you're proud of and store them in a single document inside Kortex. So for example, if I open here my sidebar and I go to my documents, you will see that here I have a lot of different documents, and here in my resources and reference project, I have a lot of different documents I use to give context to AI. For example, if I take here in the Gap framework folders I have here I have the authority post examples, which are a lot of different examples of posts I've written. Basically use this document every time I want to write authority post for Twitter. This way, the AI knows how to write like me. So that's an example of an example document that you can create yourself. Now, the next step is to generate your analysis document. So that's the same principle. Here, what I want you to do is to use the replicate any voice and writing style prompt inside Kortex and feed it your example document as context. So very quickly, you can open a chat here. You can choose any model of your choice. I would recommend you to use Claude Sonnet 4, and I will basically just click here the replicate any voice and writing style, and here I can add my authority post example that I just showed you to give to the AI. And now if I send it to the chat, basically it will automatically create a summary and a breakdown of my different types of writing for authority posts. As you can see, the AI is creating a very in-depth analysis document, and basically now I have my analysis of my writing style for authority posts that I can use. So now the next step is to develop a workflow document. So here I really want you to think about the workflow you want to follow when creating a specific piece of content, and really I want you to think in depth about each steps, from ideation to the outlining to writing the first draft to the editing and everything in between. The goal is to be specific about your approach at each stage and sharing this with the AI. And then when you will have break down your workflow into a process, you can give it to AI and ask the AI to create a complete document summarizing your workflow. And you can also ask the AI how it can help you at each step of this workflow. So this way, every time you follow the workflow, the AI will ask you questions and will guide you through each step to have better results. So I will show you an example of a workflow document that I've created. We will stay on the authority post workflow that I've created for X as an example. And here, as you can see, I have my authority contents AI workflow process. So basically the workflow follows 3 main phases. There is the preparations, then the first phase, the ideation, then we have the different options when ideating, then we have the outline, and then we have the final writing. And then we have examples at each phases of prompts that I can use, and of the final post examples and key reminders and stuff like that. So that's an example of a workflow document that you can create with AI and that you can then give to AI as context to have better and more consistent results. Now, when you have done that, you can create a meta prompt that references all 3 documents. So here I will basically open a new chat and use the write incredible AI prompts in Kortex prompts. Basically, you will attach all of the documents we just created in a new chat in Kortex, and you will let it create an amazing prompt for you that you will then be able to use every time you want to apply the workflow. And then, of course, when you have done all of that, you can just try your new workflow. You can go through each step of the process, ask AI to ask you questions to deepen your perspective, and use it to organize your thoughts, create an outline, or ask it to write the first draft, and then finally you can edit and refine the final material. So the biggest mistakes people make isn't using AI, it's using AI without a system. Because without a system, you're just another person asking AI to write a good post. But with this 3-step workflow, you're leveraging AI as a powerful extension of yourself. One amplifies your uniqueness, the other dilutes it. So the choice is yours. Now, I've shown you the exact framework I use to create content that maintains my authentic voice while leveraging AI's power. And this system has completely transformed my content creation process, allowing me to maintain consistency and scale production without sacrificing quality. So if you want to implement this system but you don't want to start from scratch, I've created something special for you. You can join the Noah's Ark Bank, which contains all of my Kortex, template, and SOPs, and AI prompts to build an AI-powered second brain. You can just click the link in the description to get instant access. And if you found this video helpful, you can hit the like button, subscribe for more content on leveraging AI for your creator business, and feel free to drop a comment below letting me know how you're currently using AI in your workflow. So thanks for watching and welcome back to Noah's Ark. Bye.